For the next 3 days, we're gonna be hiking through this beautiful, lush forest here in Hawaii. Honestly, one of my favorite places, just because you can hear all the birds. There's a bunch of birds here you normally don't see. They just stay up here at this elevation. This is like their little safe zone. So we're gonna be hunting wild pigs and turkeys. It's turkey season right now, so hoping to get a big fat gobbler. The only concern for me is that normally this is a pretty lush forest, but I haven't seen any water. So I know I didn't bring enough water for the 3 days. So I'm hoping to find some water that we can filter and have to cook with and drink. So giddy up. Thick in here. Here's that avocado tree, must be wild up here. Doesn't look like any ripe ones because I haven't seen any on the ground, but look right here. I got this banana in my bino harness in memory of Ricky. If anybody's seen the Seed at Summit film, Ricky smashed his banana into his bino harness so bad. But just gonna eat this thing right now. I don't feel like packing it up any higher. Hopefully it's not bad luck like it is for fishing. Nice. Here's a little guava tree right here. Hopefully find some right here. See this? Guavas. Hopefully find a ripe one. This one right here might be ripe. Looking a little green, but the easiest way to tell if they're ripe, if you shake it and they come off, then usually they're ripe. But this one didn't come off. But we're gonna get it anyway. Green, but be a good little snack. Hopefully I find cleaner water. I marked this spot right here on my Onyx map, but that's the only concern up here is just trying to find a source of water, and that is looking kind of nasty. Just up, and the dirt's kind of slippery, so you got to be careful. I already slipped a couple times, so trying to follow these game trails. Some pig tracks right here, some kind of smaller ones, but good sign. We gained another 1,000 feet of elevation, so just taking a little break, a little celebration break, catching my breath. Legs are feeling it. That's fresh. Big pig. Probably 4 yards. There's a really nice all black wild boar, and There's like a little bit of mud back there. That would have been a really nice one. It kind of heard me walking. Not the quietest with all this camp on my back. I need to go set up camp and ditch all this weight. Some wild pigs right here squealing. Haven't seen them yet, but I can hear them squealing. Oh, right there. Oh, can't believe it. I'm within like 20 yards of a big fat sow and some babies, and there's still one. Because I heard the one squealing. It's down here. Crazy. Just getting up into an area where I can actually see, and it's not so thick. So, pretty close to where I want to camp. That was wild. I had those 5 pigs right below me. And the one kind of smelt me in. I didn't really want to shoot that one. But they all kind of bailed, and then this one came walking up less than 10 yards. It was right there. It looked like a good shot, but you never know. I'm just listening to see if I can hear him go down. I seen him drop in the bushes right over here, but sometimes what they'll do is they'll circle around and then look at where they got shot and just kind of wait to see what got them. And if they're injured, they'll just sit there and wait. and then charge you once they see what you are. Just shot this nice wild pig. I had like 5 of them right here below me, and I was kind of waiting to see what they were. There was one mom one, and then a couple other small ones. I ended up getting a shot right here at like probably 10 yards. So we're just gonna go down here and look first for my arrow, and then we're gonna be very careful to go look where that pig went, because I've been charged by him before. So right here's my arrow. Look at this. Okay, okay, here's the arrow right there. And there's blood right away, all in the grass. So let's put this back in here. Let's see where this blood goes. Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of blood right there. And then I seen him run this way. He ran right here. You can see some right there on that. I can't remember if he went up or if he went this way. Let's see. Look at that. On that fern. Okay. Let's see. I got a good trail right there. Oh, yeah, look. He didn't even, probably made it 15 yards. Look at those things. Make sure he's dead, but look at how sharp those things are. Crazy. Yep. Right where you want to shoot them. Just got him. So awesome. Wow, that was sweet. The having a little difficulties with the camera right here. It's kind of swiveling, but got some food. Just got to find some water. So I'm gonna get to cleaning this thing. What is that? It's another big old, look at that, right there. Oh, this place is loaded. That was probably one of the ones that he was with. Dang, I'm gonna go grab my backpack and clean this thing, get all the meat, and then hopefully get up a little higher, because I wanted to set up camp a little bit higher than we are now. So we still got some hiking to do, and now I'm gonna have some extra weight. That's crazy. Look at that thing. Yeah, sick. Okay, we did it. We hiked all the way up here and got ourselves a nice wild boar. It's probably one of my favorite animals to hunt right here. Just gnarly tusks on him, and the places they live and the way they live and just their attitude. That's what it is, just how their attitude is, and just they don't give a crap what anybody thinks about them. You know, people hate these things and they just keep doing their thing, living their best life. So I'm just glad to make a good shot on this thing. And I mean, he ran for probably 10 seconds and then I seen him kind of dive into these bushes over here, but I couldn't see him anymore, and he was right there. He just passed away right there. So gonna get him cleaned up. And okay, let's get this thing cleaned up. Just gonna go gutless. I got the Blackfoot with the boar. Look at that, with the boar man action on there. So sick. Hey, they don't call me Boar Man for nothing. Okay, just trying to be careful too, because I'm pretty far from civilization up here. So definitely don't want to make any mistakes with this knife. It's by far the most dangerous thing that I got up here. Old boy's been running through the mud. Lots of neck fat. We got that whole pig cleaned. I put some behind my pack and then some underneath. So I was hoping to get to camp before it got dark, which is not really gonna happen now. So a couple things I could do. I am going to make sure I didn't forget anything. Got my bow, bino harness, all the meat. My pack's like easily 50, 60 pounds heavier now. Oh my God, way heavier. I just need to go find a good place to camp, big flat spot. And I didn't really want to camp right next to that carcass. So plan right now is to find a suitable, nice flat spot to set up a tent. That's it. And I'm beat. I'm so tired. Okay. This is gonna have to be camp tonight. I mean, I don't think I can make it up any further before it gets dark, and I'll really want to set up camp before it got dark. So probably just set up right in here. Bingo. Okay, pretty much got the tent set up, and whew, I really wanted to do that before I had to do with a headlamp on. Okay, let me get that cozy and then I'm gonna make some dinner. Things don't always go how you planned. Got a nice boar though, and I just took up some time cleaning it. So we made it to camp. I got it all set up. Not in the best spot. I was really hoping to set up camp with a lot of light, but we got it set. I'm gonna go see if I can find a little bit of firewood. If not, I'm okay with it. I think I'm gonna pack up camp tomorrow anyway and go up higher. But figured it'd be nice to dry some stuff out, dry my boots out. Okay, I found this dead branch right there. And I'm just gonna, hopefully it's not too rotten. Gotta get this thing chopped up a little bit. It's one branch. Get this back to camp. And then I'll try to find one more. There's camp right over here. Look at that sunset. So pretty. I found this one with all these little branches, so I'm gonna try to get these going for some kindling, and then my tent's right here, but the wind is blowing this way, so if I get a little fire going right there, I should be able to kind of chill and then not worry about the thing burning my tent down. So I'm just gonna get some of this stuff. Sounds pretty dry. That's a good sign. If I get this little spot right here, it'd be good. Okay, I kind of got all my small stuff and various size of bigger stuff. So yes, I got a couple different little piles here, and then I'm just gonna get that started. And then as that kind of gets burning, see, I don't want to put too much on it, that kind of smokes itself out. But as this small stuff kind of gets burning, then I can break up some of this other big stuff. Yeah, stoked, got it going. Looks like that stuff is dry enough, so just gonna keep the little stuff on and then keep growing it bigger and bigger. Nice. Got these pieces all broken up, and the big ones I'm just gonna kind of slide them in as they burn. So perfect. A little fire going. Start drying some of these pieces out. Stoked to have a little fire tonight, but after looking at it, I kind of built it a little close to my tent, so hopefully the wind stays the way it goes. Gonna let that kind of get stoking and then get some dinner ready. I was thinking about eating some of that pork, but honestly, knowing what I know from fish, it's best to let stuff sit for at least a day. So I'll get to some of that. Oh, what a good day today. Whew. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Probably hiked like 4 hours and then got into those pigs, which is so rad. I knew those pigs were up here for sure. I knew I'd find them. I was thinking they're gonna be higher up, but I couldn't believe there were so many in that one little area. And it's not far from here. Hopefully they leave me alone. But glad to have a little fire going. I'm gonna dry my pants out and dry my boots out. Kind of dry some of my gear out. It's kind of on and off raining all day today, but what's crazy is that I didn't see any water, and I got one more bottle of water left, so I'm gonna use that for dinner tonight and drink some, and then tomorrow I have to find water. That's my main mission tomorrow, and I don't think I'm high enough to get to where the turkeys are, but I'm tired. It's crazy, that hike up here today, that first part of it, the first 2 hours, I didn't really film anything because it's like you're going through all these invasive weeds, really, and once you get up here, it just opens up, and it's just the native forest. It's so good. It's just like, it's just felt like that's how life is, you know, like it's all cluttered in town, and I got so much going on in my head and everything, and then kind of making it through all that, all those weeds, and as soon as I got up here, I just got so clear-headed. Had a chance to already do some hunting, and just gonna sleep under the stars if they come out. I don't know if it's gonna rain or not tonight. I might put the rain fly on, but that's, you just never know when you're out in the wild like this. You never know what the weather's gonna do. Whew. Yes, that's the pro move right there. You put this thing next to the fire so it stays hot. Beef stroganoff. Whew, gonna need this protein, calories. Yeah, excellent day. Pants are dry. Boots are dry. The outside kind of look a little wet because they're a little muddy, but boots are kind of dry. Still can't decide if it's gonna rain or not tonight. I'll probably put my rain fly on and just sleep good, and yeah, plan is kind of sleep tonight, and then tomorrow morning get up and go chase after some more pigs and turkeys, go see if I can find a turkey, and then probably cook up some of that pig. Just trying to get used to doing the YouTube, trying to get used to like the self-filming thing, and getting used to the tripod. Tripod's pretty easy. So get better at that. I kind of switched between my phone and the actual camera. Obviously the camera looks so much better, and just better audio and everything. So got to get used to that, and got to take it easy on the battery. I think I've been burning up some battery, so kind of wish shooting that pig today I would have had the camera, but it's like one of those things, you're hunting, I just threw my camera in my bino harness. That's just how it goes sometimes. You just can't plan for some of that stuff like that, and I'm just like not gonna put that much effort into blowing it hunting like that, trying to get the camera and everything ready. To me, the hunt and shooting, you know, a good shot was more important. So, but I do need to get better at it. I think if I get better at it, it'll be a little bit easier. It's crazy how good a little fire feels. Just dry you out, the heat. Just a good ambiance. Probably kill that light. Oh yeah, I can probably burn some of these now. I kind of burnt this big one in half. Burn it in half again. Boom. Okay, I'm gonna finish eating this and go to sleep. Oh. You want to feel fresh camping, sweaty, don't shower, but you got to brush your teeth. That's how you feel fresh.
Just waking up to all the birds. I slept pretty good. Not as good as at home, but I slept pretty good. My body was just a little sore too. Listen to all these birds. Slept pretty good. This is what makes this place so special, all these birds. You hear them just singing first thing in the morning. Nature's alarm clock right there. So good. A lot of native birds that are only here. They only live in Hawaii. A lot of little birds. Yeah, this meat hanging overnight, and it's got that nice like dried layer on it, other than the parts that I cut. But this is all protected, so it looks a lot better than the stuff in the bag. Okay, I'm gonna pack up a little bit. I'm gonna leave my tent here. I was planning on camping higher up, but I gotta come back down this way anyway, so I'll just go hunt up above today and then come back down and probably either sleep here or hike out tonight, because I got all that meat from that other boar, so it's cold right now and it's in the shade. I just don't want it to go bad, so I think I'm gonna go hunt today and then get back down here and see how it looks. But it's fresh, so should be good. Yeah, this camp setup was sick last night. Have a little fire. So just gotta go find some water today. That's like step one. Well, dude, forgot I had this guava in there. Gross. Dang. Look at that. It's probably still good though. Got a little squish. Bino harness is gonna smell a little sweet. Breakfast. We'll be back camp. So I think my plan is just to hike pretty much straight uphill from here. Just want to make sure I didn't leave anything. Got my bow, got my release and everything. So it's pretty much gonna make our way straight up this hill here. Look for pigs, go see if we can find some turkeys. See what else we can get into up here. Nice day, a little bit overcast. Hopefully it doesn't rain on us. There's some water right here. I'm gonna mark it on the map, but it's looking pretty rough. I don't know if I wanna drink that. Looks like the cows have been rolling around in it, but this is kind of a low spot right here, so hopefully I can find a clean source of water. Ooh. Well, found some water. It's not the cleanest. It's kind of a little muddy and definitely got a lot of pig tracks and stuff going in and out of it, but I think if I filter it should be all right, and then I might boil it as well. So let's get some of this water.
we're filled back up. And honestly, it doesn't taste as bad as I thought. I thought it'd taste a little muddy, but hopefully I don't poop my pants in the next couple days. I think those filters work pretty good. So, water again. I got this source of water. It's not too far from where I camped. So we're good for the day. Good for the day. These are mountain lilikois. This one looks like it got a bug in it already. I've never seen these things anywhere else but up on the mountain. And they're softer skin than a regular lilikoi, but look, just like the passionfruit lilikois. That this one I'm not gonna eat because I don't know if it's got bugs or anything in it, but if I could find one that doesn't have bugs in it. The problem is all the vines are up here on the tops of the trees, so you gotta wait for them to fall. Be sick to get a little snack. Look, there's one right there. Oh, things gonna come down. Dang it, this is too tall. Nice. Look, we got one. Shook that little vine and it came down. So take a little break. Oh, there's another one right there. Take a little break, get some water, get a snack, eat my little breakfast. Thing's heavy. Yeah, so check these out. Just like the lilikoi that you see everywhere else, but their skin's not quite as waxy. A little good. Such a nice little treat from the forest. Yeah. It's like you bite into each little one, it's like a little burst of flavor in each one. I just swallow the seeds too. It's like kind of citrusy. That's it. This place is just so beautiful. You hear all the birds up here. Well, here's a big koa tree right here. Fell over. Crazy, just an ancient of the forest. Here's a smaller one right here, just growing. But those koa trees are what Hawaiians used to make canoes out of and stuff. So they used to come up here into the forest and select the perfect one, and bring it down and carve it up. I think they'd do a lot of the stuff up here in the forest first to kind of lighten it up, and then drag it down to the ocean. Here's a big one over here. It's that big. Just another reason why I love coming up here. Just getting to see all this stuff. You don't really see these big koa trees too often. I mean, you do if you go to the right places, but there it is back there. It's looking gorgeous. I haven't seen any pigs this morning. Seen plenty of sign where they've been walking around and pooping, but I haven't seen any of them yet. It's kind of just fun being up here, being real just present with yourself, and I don't really think much when I'm up here. Just kind of trying to absorb nature and what it has to offer, and looking for animals, looking at all the little birds, listening for anything, observing the trees, trying to read the weather, feel the wind. Pocahontas out here. Freaking Pocahontas. There's that big koa tree. Let's go check it out. See what kind of canoe this thing would have made. Not bad. Kind of a shorty. I could see pulling a canoe out of there. It's pretty awesome to see that we still got big ones around like that. The wood is super valuable. It's like super hard and just gorgeous when you mill it and sand it and stain it. Not stain it, but like seal it. Just such a pretty wood. There's a pig bedded down right here, like 10 feet away. And it just popped up out of the grass and then ran off. It was a full moon last night, so I think they were kind of up late. But right here, I'll show you where it's laying down. And it was buried in this grass right here. Popped up with grass all over its back. I was all distracted because there was a Evie bird over here, which is like a red and black bird with a kind of like a curved beak. And I don't see him too often. So I was like trying to get over here to see it. And then, yeah, I almost stepped on that pig. I tried to get that video through the binos, but it's really shaky. They're just bouncing around these trees. There's actually a couple of them. I might just lay down like that pig and just sit here and enjoy the view. It's hot. Been trucking it all morning. Not sure it makes much sense for me to keep going higher because I think all these animals are already going to be bedded down midday. So I'm not really going to see much. So I think I'm going to just take a little break and get some water and then wait till a little bit more towards this afternoon and then make it back to camp. Man, it's hot. Well, I made the call to head back to camp a little early. I feel like everything's bedded down right now. It's like middle of the day. So I'm gonna go back to camp, cook up some of that meat, and then possibly head down because I got that pig, you know, at the end of day one, and I want to keep the meat. I want to make sure it doesn't spoil, so I didn't bring any ice up here, obviously. Could have definitely brought some salt, but I didn't. So I'm gonna get that meat back home, get it processed, and get a bunch of it frozen. So I'll just keep making my way back down. Can't deny that I do want to take a nice hot shower, sleep in my bed tonight. So didn't take too much convincing to get me to want to go back. But I was planned on staying up here for 2 days or 2 nights. I just didn't think I was gonna get into the pigs that quick. And I haven't heard a single turkey. My plan was to hike until I heard a turkey gobble, and I haven't heard any turkeys yet, so down we go. There's a pig, probably like 40 yards. The wind is coming up into my face, which is perfect. I guess I was wrong about them all being bedded down right now. Right there. That's the hard thing about these pigs. They just never stop moving. They're always on the move. Stop, dig for a little bit, and then they'll just keep walking. I think I see some bushes. Shaking over here. See if I can sneak out of here without scaring that one. My camp is like that direction, so I'll just keep headed back towards camp. Isn't that the raddest little pig bed? I'd snuggle up in that thing. Pretty damn proud of myself. I was on a mission trying to find camp without using my cell phone or any other maps, you know? So just in case that kind of stuff ever happens, you know, you lose electronics, don't have a compass. So I was just really trying to like pay attention to what everything looked like and where I was, and you know what, any little landmarks. And dude walked right up above it. So stoked. I was so stoked when I see my little tent, which is right over here. Let's see. Good sense of direction. Right there. That's pretty cool. Back at camp. I think I'm gonna get a little fire started and cook up some of that pork, and make my way down. I gotta pack up camp. This fog's kind of starting to come in, so hopefully it doesn't rain on me too bad. Wondering if there's any coal still in here. Feels pretty warm still. Nah, I might have to start from scratch. I don't think there's any coals left. Yeah, must all burnt out. Here's a little dead one, but it's got a bunch of dead stuff up top, so would be a good one. If I could just... Oh, there's some branches. I gotta get those. The wind kind of switched direction, so I gotta make sure that if I start this fire in the same place I had it last night, that it's not gonna burn my tent. So just trying to like, yeah, see, look at that. The wind's just like blowing right at my tent. I don't know if you can see that. Look. All this ash. It's just blowing like this direction. So I think I'm gonna have to move location. Actually change of plans. Since I know I'm getting out of here, I'm just gonna pack up my tent now, and then it'll be out of the way. Ta-da. Okay, we got the fire going again. Nice. Just gonna break up some of this other wood and then season our meat. Yeah, just gonna get that thing kind of raging with some of this other wood, and then get some meat seasoning and put it on a little skewer. Hopefully it doesn't rain too much. Look at all this fog rolling in. Okay, we just gotta get a good piece to make a skewer out of. Preferably something green so that it doesn't burn when we skewer it. So something like this piece right there. Let's just get this piece down. Okay. See, it's like green inside, and then turn this into a skewer. Probably long enough right there, honestly. Look at that. Fire's cooking, meat's looking good. Oh man, so good. Just gonna cut that up into some little chunks, get it on these skewers and get it seasoned. That should be good. Just gonna burn it a little bit. I mixed up a little bit of salt, pepper, and garlic powder before I left home. So get this baby nice and seasoned. Pork kind of soaks up a lot of salt. Like, you really can't over salt pork. So we're gonna give this a nice thick coating, especially since it was kind of like a rascally wild boar. Look at that. See how quick that soaks it up? Look at that. Okay, we're gonna get this whole thing. I need like a little stick right here, like a little stick with a Y in it, and I can just like rest this like this. That's what I need. Where am I gonna get that? Get this big one. Yes, perfect. How's this gonna work? Not that big. I just need like this right here. Yes. Easy. Get cozy here. Low and slow. Definitely want to make sure it's cooked enough. Freaking last thing I want to do is eat some uncooked pork. Whoa. Technical difficulties over here in the field. Look at that. Looks so good. Well, another epic trip up here into the forest. I can hear sizzling. I left some of that fat on. I'm probably not going to eat some of that fat because it's like super gristly. But I left it on to maybe keep it juicy. That baby's hot. I want to get some of this smoke. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Man, it was a miss to get up here. That baby's getting smoky. I guess the real key here is just not getting impatient. Because you definitely want to make sure it's all the way cooked so I can just stick it down in those coals, but it's probably not going to taste very good if I do that. Yep, I could do this more often. Little camp trips, hunt for some food, get a little fire going. Definitely not hating it. And you know, to be rad is bringing other people along for this journey. Bringing other people in the woods that don't normally get to come out here and experience this. That's what I'm thinking. Look at that sizzle. Oh, got that fat sizzling. Heck yeah. I better drink some water. I don't really drank much water today. I'm gonna set this baby up to just cook. Let's see. Let's see if I can screw this up. I put that right there. This wood right here. Jam that into the dirt. Get it closer. Let's see here. Something like that right there. Last thing I want is my freaking meat falling in them. Don't want my meat falling in the dirt. Bam, freaking jam that bitch down there. Okay. Ooh. Heck yeah. It's got these babies cooking well done here. Now they got trigonosis and brucellosis and borreliosis. Who else? I don't know what else they have, but I definitely don't want any more parasites in my life. It's gotta be close. It's been on there for like 40 minutes. It's kind of trying to be on the safe side here. That sizzle. What's that sizzle? Hearing some of that sizzle. That's what we're talking about. Whoa. I mean, they've been on for probably 45 minutes. Let's get them sizzling real quick. So, I mean, better safe than sorry. I've had parasites before from eating raw meat, and definitely not looking to go down that road again. And I know wild pigs are a carrier of parasites, so just trying to be extra cautious. Hopefully this doesn't just taste like crackers, like pork jerky right here. So it's gotta be done though. Ooh, it's hot. I'm gonna have to wait for that baby to cool off a little bit. Damn, that baby's hot. Seems like it's kind of juicy. I mean, it's got like, look at that drip. Look at that fat dripping out of it. Yo, that's what I'm talking about. Yummy. Maybe I need to let it rest for 10 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Okay, let's tear into one of these little guys. Look at that dripping juice. Could be a good sign or a bad sign. Could mean that it's nice and juicy, or it could mean that it's not cooked all the way. Let's take a look inside. It's hot. I mean, it's all white. It's definitely not pink. Let's eat some of the edges right there. It's not bad. It's got like a little crispies on it. Kind of like chicharrones. Not bad at all. Yeah, it's gotta be cooked all the way through. It's roasting hot on the inside. Yum. Another good trip. That's tasty. I like that. Just simple, like salt, pepper, garlic powder. They can't go wrong. I better pack my way back home. Got a pretty long I got a pretty long hike going back downhill. It's kind of much easier going uphill. It's like a lot of strain on your knees when you're going down. But it'll be fun. Get this pork shoulder. Man, I can't talk right now. I'm gonna get this pork home and then maybe slow cook one of these shoulders. Have a little more time than I had with it up here. These little bits of fat are delicious. I'm actually glad I chose not to cut them off. I don't know why I don't leave it on sometimes like that. It's like so crunchy. Goodness right there. That has that tendon too that runs all the way down the spine. I mean, it's definitely not the most tender, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty chewy, but it's a wild boar. Oh, freaking tough. Can't be soft. Gotta be freaking gristly. Wild boars. I'm glad it's not tender. Do you know they sell gum
And they sell like little mouth things you chew on to make your jawline more pronounced. That's because humans are weak now and we don't chew on wild game like we used to. It's weird, it's not even raining right now. It's like super foggy and misty. And then those clouds build up along the mountain here, along the volcano, and they collect on all the trees, and then it rains down, kind of like rain. But if we were above the trees right now, it would just be a fine mist. Well, that's it for our journey in the mountains. Until next time, people, sharpen your tusks.
You know what I'm thinking about right now? I'm thinking about how you should like and subscribe to my YouTube.